Dobrý deň dámy a páni, ja som človek neznámy a vitajte u Untitled Tactics. Hovorím vám to preto, keby ste náhodou boli úplne slepí a nevideli by ste názov videa a kto ho vydal. Poďme na to.
An American army is fighting for
1941, a date which will live.
Note that the first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima.
These forces met their mark.
We have declared the war on Vietnam.
but we don't plan to surrender either.
We are going to win.
Proportions and would lead to World War III.
Allied air forces began an attack on military
Decide that in the 21st century that America...
March 5th, 2052, the United States has officially closed.
The United States will go ahead with a national quarantine. The new plague virus.
Disaster sweeping loose.
Right here, pull over. All right, ain't nothing in there.
Válka. Válka je stále stejná. Cesta, kterou lidstvo zvolilo, ani jinam vést nemohlo. Každý, kdo se do konfliktu zapojil, očekával vítězství. Každý byl optimistou. Ale jak válečný stav vrcholil, nadšení se vytrácelo a společnost začala upadat. Bohatí, mocní, vlivní a ti, kteří se domnívali, že jinak nepřežijí, si nechali vystavět obrovské kryty, jež se nazývaly vaulty. V nich se skrývaly zásoby a technologie, poslední obrana proti nadcházející katastrofě. Když minulost již neexistovala a současnost byla zničena, hleděli do budoucnosti. Jádrem celé sítě těchto útočišť měl být masivní Vault 0. Přebývali zde ti největší vůdci, umělci a vědci, kteří měli obyvatele všech krytů spojit a vést je vstříc novému životu, do nového světa. Ale po četném bombardování se svět stal velmi krutým místem. Aby zajistili vznik postnukleární utopie, potřebovali obyvatelé Vaultů pomoc. Proto zkonstruovali stroje, které měly obdělat zemi s tvrdlou válečnou spouští a zmraženou jadernou zimou. Plány však byly sotva hotové, když k obloze vzlétly první střely. Ve zkáze, která následovala, byla komunikace mezi kryty přerušena. Všechny Vaulty byly ztraceny. Lidé, kteří přežili, byli odkázáni sami na sebe. Všichni ale válečným machinacím nepodlehli. Na západním pobřeží Severní Ameriky se z jednoho Vaultu vynořila skupina lidí, kteří byli téměř nezraněni. Prozkoumali pustinu a hrdě se zhostili úkolu, který je čekal. Tito přeživší zachránili technologii skrytu. Technologii, kterou studovali a pečlivě střežili. Věděli, že i když jejich moc vychází z čísel, budoucnost spočívá pouze ve vědeckých poznatcích. Proto vytvořili Bratrstvo oceli. Bratrstvo použilo své vědomosti k tomu, aby potlačilo zvěrstva, která se v pustině děla. Prohlásili se za technologické spasitele lidstva. Pročesávali celou zemi a hledali další technologie. Podnikali nájezdy na tábory mutantů, sídla banditů a zničené pozůstatky ostatních Vaultů. Ale ani oni nebyli ušetřeni kruté daně, kterou si život v pustině stále žádal. Bratrstvo pojednou stálo před problémem, zda přijmout nové členy, či své technologie i nadále udržovat v přísné tajnosti. Na toto téma se strhla bouřlivá debata. Nakonec se starší odmítli podělit o technologie s cizinci, neboť ti prý mohou žít i nadále tak jako dřív. Do další diskuse už nikdo neměl chuť a starší menšině rozkázali, ať se vypraví do pustiny. Supermutanti, pěšáci přemožené armády, byli donuceni k ústupu přes horský masiv na východě. Bratrstvo postavilo vzducholodě a vyslalo menší část svých členů, aby je vypátrala a posoudila, kolik jich ještě zbývá a nakolik je hrozba supermutantů závažná. Při přeletu přes Velké pohoří se však stalo neštěstí. Hlavní loď se dostala do silné bouře a odchýlila se od původního kurzu. Největší loď byla těžce poškozena. Od hlavního trupu se oddělily menší sekce, které již nikdy nikdo nespatřil. Spousta velitelů expedice se ve vichřici ztratila. Zbytek posádky se ještě nějakou dobu snažil udržet loď ve vzduchu. Nakonec však ztroskotal na předměstí kdysi slavné metropole. Města kdysi zvaného Chicago. Osamělí a vyděšení vojáci se pokusili s nastalou situací vypořádat. Narovnali záda a hleděli vstříc úkolu, který je čekal. Bratrstvo mělo okolním vesnicím mnoho co nabídnout. Za jídlo a práci dávali chudým obyvatelům moderní léky. Výměnou za nové brance skýtali ochranu před bandity. Časem jejich řady sílily. V odloučení od ideologií hlavních sil bratrstva mohla tato menšina směle založit nové bratrstvo oceli. Takové, o které její příslušníci po celou dobu usilovali. Avšak budoucnost v pustině není nikdy jistá. Povstala velká síla, která měla moc změnit celou zemi. V životě bratrstva brzy nastane obrat.
Recruit, attention! I am Paladin Ziskel. The elders have ordered me to mold you lizard-chasing, hut-dwelling, moon-worshipping savages into Brotherhood of Steel initiates. You are going to learn the basics of combat, followed by inventory management and other skills. First, let's talk about this miracle of technology which you are currently using, called the Pip-Boy 2000 computer. You will receive all your mission briefs and debriefs through this device, and you can use it to review any information you receive during a mission. Pay careful attention, as you will be given a lot of very useful information. Now begin the mission by left-clicking on Start Mission.
Poďme na to, zlato.
Let's get started, recruit. During the mission, you can view your surroundings by using the cursor keys to scroll the viewing window. You can also use your mouse to scroll the window by holding it over the border of the desired direction. Center the game window on Rex by right-clicking on his control tab. Take a look around. You will only be able to see the enemy if there is a direct line of sight between them and at least one of your squad members. Rex is carrying a submachine gun, SMG, in his left hand. This is his currently selected weapon. If you don't have a weapon in your selected hand, then you can perform hand-to-hand attacks. It might not sound like much, but nothing ever feels as good as delivering a mailed fist to some unsuspecting raider's snot box. We're going to target the dummy nearest to Rex by moving the cursor over it. When we do this, the pointer changes to a targeting cursor. Now, click Done. Target the dummy, and left-click to fire at it.
Full auto alebo burst, hej, a toto je len po jednej gúľke.
To make Rex move, you must left-click on the location you want him to move to. If you hold the Shift key down when you left-click, Rex will run to that location. Now move Rex to the Training Station 2 by left-clicking on the area of floor marked 02. Most weapons have more than one mode. For example, the SMG can be used in either single shot or burst mode. Click Done, and right-click on the SMG to change it to single shot mode and shoot the next dummy.
To mám teraz a nejako som to nepochopil s tým behaním, lebo ako vždy som nedával pozor.
Every character in the game has an inventory associated with them. Close this window and look at Rex's inventory by left-clicking on the button marked INV in the panel in the bottom right of the screen. The inventory window will list all the items that a character is currently carrying. You can get additional information on any item in the inventory by left-clicking on it. Rex currently has ammunition for the SMG and is also carrying a knife. When you have a squad of characters, you can redistribute items amongst them by opening a character's inventory and dragging items to the other characters or their character tabs. But this only works if the characters involved are close to one another. Close this window and drag the knife down to Rex's right hand to get him ready for a melee attack. After you have equipped Rex with the knife, close the inventory.
Fajn. Dobre to je, no, čo chcem povedať?
Melee attacks are initialized in exactly the same way as ranged attacks. Select the knife as your chosen weapon by left-clicking on it in the hand slot. Right-click on the dummy at Training Station 3, and Rex will walk up to it and attack it with the knife.
Hej, za tú hru som si vlastne som mal, hrával som to, neviem, pred koľkými rokmi. Až potom som si uvedomil, že vôbec mám. Hej. Pekne.
You can loot corpses to see if they contain any items of interest. Do not think of this as dishonorable. Your dead enemies have a wealth of items to aid the Brotherhood. Weapons, armor, ammo, money. It's all out there for the taking. Close this window and loot the body of the dummy you have just attacked by left-clicking on it. This window shows two inventories. On the left side of the screen is Rex's inventory. On the right side of the screen is the inventory of the dummy, which we are going to loot from. Take the key from the dummy by left-clicking on it, holding and dragging it into Rex's inventory.
Pekne, pekne, pekne. Nejakom sa mi to nedarí. Niečo sa mi púklo.
The key you have found is one of many unbelievably useful objects littered around the wastelands. You must use it to unlock the door to the next room. Left-click on the door, and Rex will walk up to it and unlock it. Now, left-click on the door to open it, and walk through the open door to Training Station 4.
Ja už som zabudol, čo som aj chcel povedať. Jednoducho, hral som tú hru už dosť dávno. Potom som zistil, že vlastne som si ho preinštaloval aj tu. A ešte jedna vec, prečo nevychádzali videá, jednoducho mal som problémy s mojím notebookom, to vám stačí. Ako to vám stačí vedieť, ja som nemyslel. Stealth.
Many items in the world are in containers, hidden from prying eyes and sticky fingers. These objects can be identified because when you move the cursor over them, it will change into a yellow target. The locker on Rex's right contains some items, all of which will be of use to you. Left-click on it to open it.
Fajnie.
The container object menu is exactly the same as the looting menu. Take the grenades and the stim pack from the locker by left-clicking on the Take All button to save time. Remember that you can put objects into containers as well as take them out. The inventory window will remain open, so close it when you're finished.
Granáty. Take 1, 2, 3, clear. Done. O, dokoł. 4. Done. A dáte normálne tu all. Čo tam bolo. Alebo dáte tu table.
The final type of weapon we will cover is the thrown weapon. Drag one of the hand grenades from your inventory into your right hand. Your right hand should still be your selected hand, but if not, then left-click on it. Grenades do damage to all characters within a radius of effect. Right-click on one of the dummies at the far side of the room to throw the grenade at it.
Pekne. Inventory. Boom. Done. Prečo ste tu?
Now, open the next door and mosey in a military manner to Training Station 5 in the next room.
Pekne. O, to jest ten skill effect. Nie, počkať. Či skill stealth.
Your characters have 3 Sentry Modes that can be set. These are selected using the buttons to the right of the right-hand slot. 1. Off. Only attack when specifically told to do so. 2. Defensive. Report back to the squad leader whenever an enemy is sighted and defend yourself if attacked. 3. Aggressive. Attack any hostile creatures if you have more than a 33% chance of hitting them. The attack threshold can be changed by right-clicking on the button. Now select the SMG and put Rex into attack mode by left-clicking on the aggressive button.
Pekne.
Your characters will have a choice of 3 stances. These are selected by using the buttons to the right of the Sentry Mode controls. 1. Standing. Well, this may be new to some of you tribals. Standing upright has been around for years. It's also the default mode and the only mode where the character can run. 2. Crouch. This is useful for getting under low obstacles. It also gives the character a higher chance to hit the enemy with guns because the weapon is held steadier. Crouching is also useful if there aren't any toilets around. 3. Prone. This is useful for getting under very low obstacles. It also gives the character the highest chance to hit the enemy with guns. Some weapons, such as the knife, cannot be used when prone. But watch out, you are much more susceptible to melee attacks when prone. Now, crawl through the low doorway to Training Station 6.
Ako ste si mohli všimnúť, on sa pokúšal povedať nejaký vtip. Crouching is also useful if there aren't any toilets around. Čupenie je taktiež užitočné, keď náhodou nemáš, alebo nie sú žiadne toalety okolo. Chápem, určite pre vás moderných ľudí na 200 IQ vás tento vtip, neviem čo urazil, nepripadá vám smiešný, tak asi si poviete, že je trápne. Bohužiaľ, takto sa v minulosti ľudia bavili. Dostanem ho, že hľadám. Neviem, čo je to so mnou, nevieme rozprávať pekne. Lebo stále som hovoril po anglicky, teraz sa musím preorientovať na slovenčinu. Stealth mode. Nie, ešte.
This lesson will introduce some of the skills that will be useful to you in the wastelands. The next door is locked, and you do not have the key to open it. However, you can pick the lock. Picking a lock is kind of like picking your nose. If you're successful, you're going to end up with some kind of reward. Walk up to the door and open the Skill Decks menu by right-clicking on the SKL button in the bottom right of the screen. In this menu, you will see a lockpick button. Left-click on the lockpick button to select it, and move the cursor over the door and left-click. Your character should attempt to pick the lock. Like all skills, there's always a chance that you will fail. If you do, then repeat the operation until the door is unlocked. Once the door is unlocked, open it and walk through to Training Station 7.
Pekne. Ideme to otvoriť. Skills. Lockpick. Dáme si tu. Unlocked. Pekne. Teraz si dáme skills. Dáme si stealth, sneak.
Let's move on to stealth. The next door is closed because it is equipped with a motion detector that will keep it that way as long as it detects movement in this room. Your chance to sneak is improved when your character is crouched or prone, but remember, you cannot sneak while running. Also, certain types of bulky armor will reduce your chance to use stealth. Now, use the sneak skill by left-clicking on the sneak button in the Skill Decks menu and walk through the door to Training Station 8.
Pekne.
The green bar on your character's tab indicates how healthy your character currently is. Your health can be restored by using the stim pack which you found earlier. This object can be used to restore health directly by double left-clicking on it in the inventory window, or drag it into one of your hands and select it so it can be used on yourself or fellow party members. Use it on yourself now by double left-clicking on it.
Pekne. Boom.
All of the statistics which govern your character abilities can be viewed through the character window. This window is opened by left-clicking on the CHR button. Go ahead, open this window now.
Okay.
The character window contains explanatory text for all of the statistics. This is accessed by left-clicking on the statistic in question. During the game, your character will receive extra skill points. These should be used to boost selected skills which you wish your character to specialize in. You will see that you currently have 20 spare skill points to spend. Use them to boost one or more skills. When you are finished, click the Done button.
Pekne. Small guns, to tak môžeme dať, alebo Sand, Steel, Diktor, kde to je? To neviem, čo to je. Pekne. Pekne. Repair. Science, Sandy, toto tam dám. Doktor. Pekne, mám to.
Finally, when you meet non-hostile characters, you can choose to talk to them. Some of these folks have valuable information regarding your mission. However, some of these civilian pukes have less information than your average pile of steaming mutant feces. The Brotherhood scribe in the room happens to fall in category number 1. Talk to him now by left-clicking on him.
Left, nestrieľame, hej.
Congratulations on getting this far, my son. You have completed this tutorial. Now, walk through the last door into the adjoining room. There you will be given access to a bath and a new mission.
Díky. Jak sa uteká? Shiftom? Neviem. Som debil. To je koniec. Neočakávate z toho nejakú sériu. Hej. Čakajte na takých, to je iná epizóda, 2., 3. a 4. 4 epizódy. Dovidenia. Prosím vás, pripojte sa na mojom serveri. Človek neznámy, fan server. alebo na mojom ďalšom serveri, Fallout server, pre Slovákov, Čechov, Američanov, Angličanov, ty kokos, ja neviem, Čusákov, mne to je jedno. Čaute. A díky za 148 odberateľov, veľmi si toho vážim.